Hello everyone, Ryan here. So I work in Postmates again. Of course, it's slow right now, so I wanted to briefly address the whole thing about because every now and then people will ask me, something like, "How much do you make doing Postmates? How much do you get? Do you get an hourly rate or something like that?" Or usually they ask something along those lines. Of course, it's usually my friends or relatives that ask me, and every now and then I'll get an email from someone. I would say comment, but haven't gotten many comments on this channel yet. But I have on my main channel, so. But anyway, so I wanted to say yes. Well, of course, there's no hourly rate because this is not a full-time job. It is. That's why there's so many people that refer to it as a side hustle. Postmates, Uber, DoorDash, Grubhub, Lyft, however many of those other gig apps exist. They're all side hustles, So, yeah, there's no hourly pay. There is base pay. Of course, last time I checked, I know Postmates. They used to refer to it as base pay, but like sometime back in May, obviously May 2019, they changed it, and then so now they no longer refer to it as a base pay, but it's still technically a base pay, some kind of minimum. So minimum guarantee for each order, each delivery you complete is $3. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a lot to most people, but well, of course, I gotta say it used to be $4. The minimum used to be $4, but then they changed it, so it's been $3 since May of 2019. So obviously that's where tips come in. When customers tip you, those tips add up. Unfortunately, you never know when you never know when those tips are gonna come through. Like, first off, you never know if a customer is going to tip or not. So for me, I've pretty much given up on hoping that, well, not given up, but of course there's sirens right now, a fire truck, ambulance. I don't know what's going on. Doesn't seem like there's a fire anywhere close by. I don't know. I hope it's nothing too serious, but what was I gonna say? I got interrupted by the sirens. Okay, so yeah, minimum guarantee is $3 for every delivery you complete. Of course, depending on how far you have to drive, it changes. So, I mean, I'm just saying the minimum is $3. Usually, that's what you get if you do a short delivery. Like I've made a lot of done a lot of deliveries where I only have to deliver it like down the street from a particular restaurant, and so it, ended up being barely a mile away, less than a mile away from the restaurant. And for those, yeah, I would get $3 or $3 and some change. But say like if I have to deliver when I deliver to a customer that's, say, like 5 miles away from the restaurant, then with that, sometimes, I'll get 4 something or 5 something or 6 something. And then also I think it depends on, depends on wait time, how long you have to wait at the restaurant till you get the order. What was I going to say? Sometimes it depends on how large the order is, because I've noticed, like there's been times when, say, I've delivered, like, large Red Lobster orders or Panda Express orders. I'm talking about, like, enough food to feed, like, 5 to 10 people. And with those, usually with those, I get, like, after I complete the delivery, I get anywhere between $6 to, like, 7 something, 8 something. I think the most I ever got, well, for example, the most I ever got for delivering one big Red Lobster order was 12 something, I think, really close to $13. And then of course, that particular customer tipped me the next day, tipped me $5-6 the next day, so ended up being like 19 something, close to $20. So $20 for delivering one Red Lobster order. So hey, that's not too bad. But of course, again, I'm saying those are rare circumstances. I mean, ultimately, the like I said, the minimum is $3. But you usually get a little more than that, depending on how far you have to deliver. So, how far away the customer lives from the restaurant, Or even, like, because I've delivered to a hospital, the same hospital, I want to say a handful of times. That's the other thing, too. And of course, this is more for people who aren't familiar with Postmates. When the customer places an order, they pretty much choose the drop-off location. By which I mean they can choose to have it delivered to their workplace, their school. They could even, like, use a friend's address or something, or even a park, if that's possible. I guess if the park has an exact address, or a church, the gym. I think only one time I delivered to some woman that was at a gym, but, well, technically she also worked there, but she was also, like, she had just finished working out or something. So yeah, the customer has control over where you deliver to. And which I know obviously seems like a common sense thing, like, makes sense, but sometimes it gets kind of tricky where the customer inputs the wrong address or something like that, but that's a whole other topic I could get into. So to reiterate, I guess. No, with Postmates, pretty much you could make a decent amount of money, but it all depends on whether or not the customer wants to tip you. And not only that, it depends on if the customer tips you more than $2 or $3. But I mean, obviously, if you say if you make, like, let's say minimum you do, like, 5 deliveries in one day or in one night, and if at least, like, 4 out of those 5 customers tip you, and if they all tip you more than a couple bucks, then hey, that's not bad. I mean, I'm not going to do the math on it, but that's decent, for this job, this side gig, side hustle. that would definitely be a decent amount of money. Of course, I mean, then you would obviously have to factor in gas money, wear and tear on your car, But there's things that can be done too. Well, I think I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I know a lot of people. I know that a lot of people like to trash talk Postmates, and I mean, I've come across a lot of negative stuff about Postmates, and which is understandable. I mean, if you're used to a regular job, a minimum wage job, or even like if you're just used to a job that has an hourly pay rate, then yes, obviously Postmates, driving for Postmates, there's a good chance you won't like it. And, it's one of those things that it's not for everyone. It could be though, because I mean it's really not that complicated. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's not for everyone. I mean, me, I guess I do it because I've worked a lot of other jobs before, a lot of minimum wage jobs. Of course, most of them had to do with customer service, and it's just I never really liked being told what to do, or more so like I've never really liked having to answer to some kind of incompetent supervisor or boss, And so yeah, that's the main reason why I do Postmates, and I'm a rebel. No, I guess in my own way. But yeah, that's why I do it. And then also too, it's even when it's slow, I can still just hang out in my car, listen to music, watch stuff on YouTube, or listen to audiobooks, or So yeah, I didn't mean to ramble for too long, but I wanted to say, you can make a decent amount of money with Postmates. But mostly it depends on if the customer tips you more than a couple of bucks. And then, of course, beyond that, it depends on how good you are at budgeting your money, budgeting gas money, budgeting money for car repairs and whatnot. And so, yeah, that's it. Yeah. And of course, if you hate Postmates, hey, that's you have the right to your own opinion. But I've got to say right now, if anybody leaves any negative comments, I will just delete them. I won't even really give them the time of day. I mean, yeah, obviously I'll have to glance at them somewhat, but well, yeah, hey, that's it. That's it in a nutshell. Postmates is not for everyone. You can make a decent amount of money if customers tip you, especially if they tip you more than a couple of bucks. And then everything else is completely up to you, how smart you are with your money. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say for now. I'm going to get back to work. I don't know. Hopefully I get something within the next hour or so. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. As always, next time. Don't forget, keep it real. Keep on rocking. Peace.